I have more to show you, but for now, when you get to something you like, and I got to admit, I kind of like this. I posted it to Instagram and Twitter because it's more real when you share things. And for you, at the bare minimum, you're putting things on your digital portfolio. So we need to save out a version. Like I said, I've already done it, but I'm going to show you how I did it. I've shown you this over and over. I want you to learn how to do this. Save this file, Command S, so it is at the top of all your files in the folder you're working in. And then make sure you're on the uppermost layer, Shift Option Command N, E. And that gives those two strokes, two separate commands, gives us everything that's visible on its own layer. And then Command A is select all. Command A, Command X is cut. Now this is a blank layer. We can just hit delete. Command N opens up a new document that is sized from the clipboard. And we hit return, Command V to paste, Command E to merge down. Then I just click on this lock, make that layer 0. It doesn't really matter. But now we need to save this. But we need to save it at the right size. So Option Command I brings up the image size dialog box. Change the width and height to 1500. That's the size I use for Twitter. That's the size you can use for your digital portfolio. 1080 is Instagram if you're interested. And 1080 works just fine for your portfolio too if you'd like smaller files. That's up to you. But make sure Preserve Details 2.0 that this box is checked and you've got this slider out to 100. And then, boom. That now is correctly sized. We can do Shift Command S and then pick up the name of this file right here from this and then click after the A and type 1500 because that's what it is. That's how big it is. Notice that I've already saved this file. I'm going to hit the letter A after it in order to differentiate it from that other one. And then it needs to be a JPEG. I can't highlight, well, I can, but this will not work. Highlight that and type JPG. Forget that. Come down here, change this to JPEG. Photoshop changes the extension name for you. Life is good. Save your file. Take this all the way up, maximum quality 12, baseline optimized. Click OK. Boom, saved. Okay, this file right here, this doesn't matter. We just close that, not save it because we don't need it. We already saved it. Now, for starting a new file. Now, I named this 200A. Now, if I took this into a new layer stack and took the topmost image into a new layer stack, I would name it B. But to make a new one, I'm going to actually go with a different naming convention here. So I'm going to hit Save As, Shift Command S, and then I'm going to hit the right arrow and say, O2A. And maybe I'll change this one to, O1A for this one I saved. Just because, and trust me on this, this will come in handy, especially, look at all this. These are the files I've worked with this single starter file since last week. Okay, practicing for you guys. So we save this. This is now a new file. I'm going to click here and shift click here in order to get rid of everything. And now save this again. Now I'm ready to start something new. Try something new. I'm not going to take you through the steps. I'll show you at the end what I got and point to how I got there. But this is how you iterate. Try these ideas on for size. See what works. See what doesn't work. Experiment. And I will show you new things just like I showed you the layer styles there. We've got lots of other tricks to use in Photoshop in order to make visually appealing images.